All right, hello everybody. It has been a while since I've seen y'all this late in the day. How are we doing, guys? I apologize, very much apologize for having the stream pushed back. It was not my intention to have to push it back so late in the day, other than the fact that I thought it was time to eradicate all of our European viewers. I felt like they were getting too powerful over there in the east or west. It's a globe. You can go both ways from America, but I think that they were starting to assemble a strength and army that would soon overpower our American liberation forces. So I decided that we need to push stream back at a time where they would not be able to attend to set them back a bit. All right, it's like a little whack-a-mole procedure. Oh my God, Scarlett's still here. It's 3 a.m. They might still be here. Oh my God, Max is here too. The Europeans, they're too strong. They're too damn strong. We can't beat them. No matter how far I push the stream back, they still hop on. What in the hell? Well, I'm glad you guys can make it, even though it's so late in the day. Who we got up in here? Hello, Bam. Slingshots, Cat Cafe, Antarctics, Don Quixote, Devour, Yan, Levi, Otis, Sunny. I think I saw Yash in there at some point. Hello, Yash. Jujutsu Chronicles, every new Limbus player goes through this. What, the Dongbaek vertical difficulty spike? Mic sounds super loud today. Oh, does it? That's not good. Are you okay? What happened to you, little buddy? What happened to the little buddy? It does look like it's really loud. That is very strange. Let me see if I can take a look at this real quick. Oh, that's what happened, I think. How is that? Y'all tell me how, like, how is that volume? Very strange. I wonder what happened. Because it does seem like the audio is much louder than normal. But yeah, Dongbaek might be a little bit of difficulty. We're going to have to work on that. But I think that really it just comes down to winning your clashes. All right, I saw some people say like, oh, I need to do more reading. Was there anything I missed? Was there anything that I did not read? I think I read just about everything there was to read. So hello, Klinkenbot in Laboom. Oh my, there's still a lot of people. I thought that we were gonna be, it was a bust, y'all. I did not think I was gonna show up for the late ass stream. I'm glad y'all can make it. This is awesome. We're gonna see. Hopefully, I'm able to maintain that stream schedule. I sent out an announcement saying that, like, hopefully we can make it work. We're making big money moves right now, which in the long run probably is better for the health of the stream, because if I'm making money and able to support myself, then it's a lot easier to just, like, stream. You know what I mean? And also kind of takes the pressure off of me of, like, having to, like, the performance anxiety of doing well on stream to, like, you know, make money off of it, because like I have revenue sources elsewhere. That doesn't mean that I'm not gonna put as much effort into the stream, so you know what I mean. See, Jujutsu Chronicles says you missed very important statuses and passives that made you lose. Okay, well I guess we're just gonna have to take a look. Let's get into it. Again, just let me know if mic quality is strange or louder, quieter, anything's weird like that. I don't know why it would be. I don't think I did anything to it, but you never know. Your word of the day today is antithetical. Antithetical typically describes something that is in direct and unambiguous opposition to another thing. It is often used with to. For example, the district's new policy is fundamentally antithetical to the school's values. Which district? Limbus district? Special Limbus cameo in the word of the day? What are the odds? Hello, Wild Hunt Heathcliff. But all right, let's get it on. So I do think whether or not I have the strategy down pat yet. Pat? I still don't know. Is it down pat? Down pat? I don't know who Pat is. I haven't met him yet. But we need to level up these identities. I think that is a very important thing that needs to be done. All right. No matter how good we get this strategy down, I think that if the crew is poo, it ain't gonna work. All right, it ain't gonna work. So I think we might need to do a excavation, a mirror dungeon. I do really like the mirror dungeons, but I don't want to take up too much of our time here. Although I guess I'm not really on a time limit. I'm not on a normal 3-hour time limit like I usually am. I guess we'll see. Also, guys, does Limbus do like Twitch drops? Do they do stream drops? I haven't looked into that. Because that would be cool just to see if I could turn them on for people that do watch the streams over there to see if they can get the benefits. But I don't know if they do. We're not stuck on Flower Lady, by the way. I like to clear that up. All right, we lost one time to Flower Lady, and we had a very underleveled team. Okay, hear me out. All right, this is not a reflection on my character, my abilities, my techniques, or my skills. This is only but a reflection of how quickly we progressed in such a manner that we have not yet to level up our units in a way that is conducive to us completing the levels. Yes? So, I think we're gonna start off by just doing, I do like a Luxivation or two off stream. I know, insane. Devin doing off stream Limbus. I don't know if that's a sign for the future. But if we look in our little storage here, I did get us some vouchers, some EXP vouchers. We're definitely gonna need more than this to get the boys leveled up, but we can work on that. Got myself a little ego shard crate. I believe Yash had did a little bit of insider backseating in the Discord, direct messaged me that I should begin to save up for Faust ego through getting these shards. Apparently Fluid Sack's really, really good. Which, like I said, I'm not playing to play all like meta Meebo. I'm not trying to like be the best team that's ever existed, but it probably might help us a little bit. And if it helps us get farther in the game to where we can experience more content, experience more of the story, it's probably a good idea, right? Oh my God, Jevel showed up. Hello, Jevel. How's Limbus Company? Really good so far. Really good story. Canto 2 was a little bit of a, it was like an up, and the Canto 2 was a little bit of a, and then we'll go, and now we're kind of like, we're still increasing, but not at the drastic rate that Canto 3 was, but Canto 4 is still pretty good so far. Okay, so let's spend some of these tickets. This does not get us even close. Do y'all think, so is it worth, okay, I probably should like spin like 2 of these just for modules. Is it worth for me to skip the Luxcavations, skip the battles? Because I realized last time I did this, if you skip the battle, you get additional 50% rewards. So basically you're getting 3 Incephalon modules worth for 4, which is not as bad as, 2 or 4 for 2. It's 4 for 3 technically, because you get an extra 50%. So the thing is just worth to skip it. Or else we're just gonna sit here, destroying Luxavations all day. So, it also does kind of suck that we need to get through 448 to unlock the next Luxavation. I believe we're on 448 or 447. So we're very close. But we'll do a little bit of skippies. Little bit of skippies. Oh, I didn't realize we could level up. Oh, well, look at that. Isn't that handy? We're just getting more modules. Wait, we're getting... Yeah, we are. We're getting XP just for skipping as well. I didn't even look at that. Wait, that's so worth. It's basically costing us nothing. I like it. Okay. Get the boys leveled up. I need at least level 30, all right? We need you level 30. No way around it. There we go. I guess we're out of daily rewards. I guess there's no more daily rewards. I thought that we might get like a new one with a new event or something, but maybe that happens later. We do not have one currently going. And I guess I'm leveling up our Fang Hunt office fixer, Mr. Hong Lu, a little bit further. We're gonna need more than this. Y'all think like level 35s to 30s would be enough? Next gamer says borrow my level 55 ball hunt with binds ego. Okay, so we may be starting to consider utilizing the friend IDs, because it has been made known to me, which I was not entirely aware of before. I don't think this crossed my mind, But apparently you can only use one friend ego. Look at that. One friend ego per fight. It's not like you can just like use them on all your guys, which I guess makes sense. I guess I probably should have assumed that. So it's not super, you know, it's not super overpowered, I would say. But I have began to think about it a little bit. Orientum says you should borrow all my level 55 units. I think there's a lot of people in chat who we have now befriended in the game that have very high level units for us to use. But I mean, at the end of the day, I'm a limbo boy. I'm a little Limbus boy just for the story, not necessarily for the fights, unless we're doing mirror dungeons. All right, mirror dungeons still very much interest me in the sense of like outskilling it, you know, using superior techniques to succeed in our victory. But I think that might be worth through the story missions at least to just use the friend IDs, because if not, then we're just gonna sit here and keep grinding stuff, and I don't want to grind either. So I think that's the plan. So we got everybody up to, we got some level 30s, we got our 35 3 stars, except for Princess of La Mancha Lange, who might be my favorite ID that we have currently available to us. I really do like it. So without further ado, let's get back into it. We left off, yeah, we're on 448. Scarlett says, don't you support? That's boring. What would be more boring? Sitting here watching me grind out enough EXP tickets to have fully maxed out leveled units for our level, or use a friend ID? That's your two options. I'm thinking that the voices may be telling me to use Arsenic's level 55 manager, Don Devin. How does one even go about using one of these things? I've heard of them. I've heard of tales of the friendly egos. Drecker says support is more boring. Really? Try a couple of, okay, we'll give it a couple good tries. That's what we'll do. All right, we're at 71 Incaphalent, it costs 20. We'll give it 2 good attempts, no support IDs. On the 3rd attempt, if we have still not succeeded, we use the friend ID. Okay? But I guess it is only fair that I have all my guys up to level 35 though, because that's what it recommends. Also, while I was off camera doing the Luxevations, I did actually take the time to claim my dailies and such, so we did get a little bit of progress there. Okay. It is only fair. So let me skip a couple more battles. We are burning through these Incaphalent modules though. You know, in the beginning, when we had that first dungeon that we got through, and I was wondering, I was like, how would you ever run out of these modules? It only costs like 1 or 2 to get into a dungeon. This is easy peasy. Little did I know I would be needing copious amounts of them. Okay, is this even close to getting enough? Does it cost more to level up these higher level IDs? I think so. I think like higher starred IDs cost more in EXP to level up. Maybe not. That was 8, only got up to 32. This gets her up to 34. No, it's all the same. But username says yes. But Orientum says no same. That's 2 no's to 1 yes, so I'm gonna err on the side of no. The up tie is different, that's right. I do remember that. I do remember this. Wait, how are we gonna get this? Should we spin like all of our modules? We're gonna need to save some of these modules. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me get Don up to 35 and then we're done. And we'll rock this team. I don't want to spend all of our modules. I was like, where the hell is the excavation? I don't want to spend all of our modules on EXP tickets, because we might need them for other stuff. Also, they'll be more efficient once we get through this next portion. It only makes sense. Do you have full stop ID? No, we do not. We are still, I mean, even though we've gotten some good ones, we still are kind of hurting for good IDs, to be honest with you. Oh, I guess, yeah, full sap would only be part of the Walpurgis, right? Okay, we'll get up to level 32. All right, this is the team we're rocking. I am going to do some intense reading, okay? Very intense reading, very thorough. Because I do not want anything to mess this up, okay? So now that La Machalando is level 35, I believe we should put her first as she's our only up type 4. Then probably our Enclair, Grippy Faust, Gregor. Does speed even matter? Does order matter in this? Well, I never even thought about that. I don't think order matters in focus battles. Maybe they do. I don't remember. All right, average level 33 to 35. That's not as bad as it was. I think it was 30 to 35 last time, so. Oh, she's dying again. Chemotype PCs. I don't know what that is. I think that Otis may have been explaining it, but I skipped the dialogue. Hello, flower lady. Oh, that's right. I forgot that we're just here. I didn't even notice Mr. Eyeball Man tweaking out in the background. Look at that boy back there. I also realized when I was looking back at last stream when we saw this, this was the nutsack I saw hanging from the ceiling. It was a hanging nutsack eyeball. How about that? Lisa says it still does. Order only matters if you're bringing less than 7. Speed and order matters sometimes. You get the extra slots on who you play first. Got you, got you. Okay, so I think I did good though. I think we did it well. Okay. Look for ways to activate whistles. Get whistles moving as quickly as possible. That's what we need. All right. Everything else is secondary. Everything else is secondary to the mission. And because we are going for... Also, I think slashing is good against Flower Lady, by the way. I think people were telling me that. Because we're trying to activate this whistles ability, we need to preserve our lusts. Okay? Why do people keep saying... Did whistles used to be 3 res? Did it used to be a 3 resonance? People always say that... People always are telling me about the just do the 3 resonance, but it's 4. I don't know. But I don't know if they changed that at some point or if it's always been 4. Okay. Okay, you going, Ben. Whistles is 3 when Faust is benched. Oh, that's right, 4 in field. People did explain that to me. I remember. Which is so weird. Why would it be better when she's benched? So strange. It would honestly be better. Okay, let me do... We really do need to preserve this. And we really need this evade not to screw us. Okay. Preserve your orange abilities. You're going to need them. Except for you, Don. You get a pass. Okay, Honglu will go for that. For a neutral attack. Win some of these early clashes, please. This fight is a million times easier when you win your clashes. Also, I forgot to read. I will do that shortly. I will do the reading soon. Maybe one day we'll have enough 3 stars to put Grippy Faust on the bench. She can grip from the sidelines. No, Honglu. That's a bloomy boy. That is a bloomy boy right there. Okay. We already got minus 20 on so many people. Okay, we do have an orange skill coming in here. We've got one coming up. That's good enough, I guess. All right, let me look at these passives. At the start of turn 5, spawn 4 soon-to-bloom flowers with growing 3. Okay. That's the only passive we can see right now. The only one. And the skills that we know of so far are the evade, where she inflicts blooming, the protection block that she'll use whenever, I think, somebody gets trapped or something. It's whenever she summons all those flowers, I'm pretty sure. I remember her doing that. And the rest of these are just like all inflict blooming and then summon more flowers. I don't really know what the method is. I don't know what I missed last time that people were like, if you had just known about this, you probably would have won. I have no clue. Okay, things are not looking very good for us right now. Who has the best chance of winning this clash here? On use inflicts 3 blooming right out the gate. Oh, I don't like that. You know, he can take it, and he's got a block. And Claire, you got that. You got that. Okay, go team, go. And Claire is gonna take all those blooms. You're gonna decrease his SP. Oh wait, doesn't that just give him automatic 5 bloom? That's gonna get him captured or whatever. That might have been bad. That might have been a bad idea. But we need to get his SP down. I wish I could reverse it. No, his SP is gonna be so low. It's like a cumulative effect. Because the lower their SP is, the more likely that they are to... Oh, there comes the flowers. The more likely they are to lose the clashes, which is going to make their SP go even lower. We're already off to a bad start. Offset evade with defensive skill. What does that mean? Can you just cancel it out and then everybody after that doesn't have to deal with it? This is not good. This is very not good. Did we already lose? Is this already wraps? Okay, let's... No, I just wanted it to go off. It's wraps. It's over. Drag offensive skill to evade. Wait, can you do that? Can you... If you clash evade with evade, they cancel out? And so you're talking about, like, as in it can't go off on anybody else. If we cancel out the evades, nothing else, no more people have to deal with it? That's how defensive skills work? Wait, that's big information that I was not aware of. Who am I breaking out here? I guess we just focus on one person at a time while also trying to deal with these. It's so hard to win clashes. Like, how do you do it? What is the method to win the clash? How does he do it? Wait, this actually makes her go insane. No. It costs 20. This would make her go crazy. And then she goes corroded... She goes corroded hexnail. I mean, we could use this. We could use Rhodion's ego already, but... We need to get somebody out of here. The chances of evade are just not very likely. Go for it. You evade one. I'm gonna use our ego here. And then Faust is gonna try and break through. Good luck. You got this. No, I really should. I'm trying to play around, trying to keep this orange skill so we can activate whistles, but it's just not gonna work. Let's try it. Somehow our Gregor ID is like the strongest guy on the entire team. I don't know how. I don't know how he became the most powerful, even though he's the only one on like the entire squad that doesn't have bleed synergy pretty much. But somehow he never dies. He's always super powerful. He's a legend. Also, that was some big damage. That was crazy. Wait, and the evade worked. Wait, maybe. Oh no, she corroded anyways. Okay, never mind. I should just use her skill. What was I saying? Look at that. That's cool. Look at little teddy bear Faust. Hello, little teddy bear Faust. That was some big damn. It's that slashing. The slashing is really, really good. And she's weak to gluttony. Okay, we gotta get the boys out of here. They about to come out. They about to go crazy. Is there a chance? I mean, it's like we have to. See, okay, so I have thought about bringing like less sinners to get like higher speed and not have to deal with people getting captured as much. But I think I'd run into the same problem which I have right now, which is, what do you do about all of the dice coming at you? All of the attacks is just too much. Honestly, this Hextail's probably not that bad, to be completely honest. Oh. Wait, I thought that... Is that how that works? Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah. Wait, how does the corrosion work? I still get to target it or no? Like, will this just go anywhere? It doesn't matter wherever I sent it? I think so. I think this will just end up going anywhere. Nothing I can do about it. I didn't even see who is she attacking. Okay, we're good. She attacked the flower. Oh, what was that? Was that a box of Barrios? Teddy Barrios? Come on, Gregor. Do better. Wait, no, that means Gregor's getting sent to the flower realm. Not the flower realm. Dude, honestly, the Ishmael evades are insane. Wait, okay, maybe I just have to utilize my block skills more. Maybe that's what it comes down to. Okay. Has she revealed any new passives yet? No, how am I supposed to... How are there passives that I missed out on reading whenever I can't read them? There is no reading. I cannot read. I mean, I can read, but there's nothing to read. Also, what is the ego passive on Rodion? SP heal efficiency +1, -1 SP loss efficiency. Oh. Well, ain't that a good one? Okay. Alright. We can do this. We actually already have a lot of damage on her. I did not expect to get that much damage going already. Okay, so Dazzled Mind targets allies for attacks when staggered. Remove this effect next turn. If this effect isn't removed for 2 turns, lose 30 SP and remove it at the end of the turn. Okay, and we just have to remember also that these Sunda Bloom flowers target the dazzled minded individuals. Okay. So we need to pull these away. And you cannot use defensive skills while they're like this. Okay, so no matter what Honglu attacks Don, and no matter what Don is attacking Ishmael. Okay? So if we want, Ishmael can use her evade, and then hopefully evade both of those attacks, right? While also pulling one of these. And remember, on Clash Lose, it kills the flower. Which is not that difficult, right? I don't think so. It does not appear to be that difficult. So just focus on things that win clashes. We're favored here. We've got multiple attacks coming at Rodion. I do not mind using a clashable counter here, I don't think. Or do I just win it? I am also favored here. Okay, and then our Enclair can just send his attack down to Greg and try and break him out, because obviously you can't deal any damage to her when she's doing this awaiting the moment attack. But I think she's about to do her super powered attack. So if we have to kill all the flowers right here. We have got to kill all the flowers right here. Also, I'm realizing what this evade die is. It's 2 base, 10 on the flip. That's not very good odds. With minus 15. But I think we just have to bank on it. I think we should. Because no matter what, Don's going to attack her, so we might as well. But yeah, Ishmael might take some hits. Okay. I do like the rest of how this is going right now, though. We need... Well, you know what? Then maybe we just let her tank it, and instead, somebody else tries to take this clash. The one down here. And just win it. That might be better. We have time to... I really want to break Greg out. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. Come on, Ishmael. You got it. You got it. I believe in you. That's 1. That's 2. Enclair's getting in there. Nope. That's the low roll. Okay. And so now she does the big mass attack, right? Which gains 5 final power for each living soon-to-bloom flower. And what's the speed on this? Yeah, it's not like we can just kill this before it happens. Okay. But so I still believe the way that this works, even though it's a like mass attack, you know, like that we saw in Runa. Whoever clashes with it, if they win, the other attacks don't go through, right? Or is that not how it works? I may have made all that up. God, we need a little bit more pride. We're at -1 envy? I didn't know that was a thing. This is envy, right? What was pink? I don't know my colors. Okay, Jeff says you right. 1 clash decides it all. Okay. Well, we've got a 45. We've got a 45 SP Rodion, who's gonna do great things. Oh, she did 2 of them, and we can only do 1 of these. I mean, shouldn't this be kind of decent? No? He's gonna go down to like 32 SP, I think. I didn't do the math. I don't know what the math. 33? Negative 33 SP. Even that, he doesn't have a very good chance. But we'll try it. I'm surprised this is still struggling, though. But we're gonna try the self-destructive. He should have a very... That has to be... Yeah, the math has to be wrong on that. I wonder if it's just situational. Yeah, I think... Yeah, Max says the game's just dog shit, calculating clear clash chances. Self-destructive is fine. Okay. Yeah, we have to go with it. I think that they're just calculating it wrong. And this last one's just like a random... What even is this? Why are they doing this? Greg, buddy. You got that. You can block that. And I guess everybody should just go kill the flower then? Unless we could go... Who does Hong Lu hit here? Okay, perfect. Hong Lu goes for Greg, who has his block up. Don's staggered right now. Wait, it's actually really good for us. Okay. I don't know what happens when the flower blooms, but I think it's really bad. I think we should kill it now. Even though we could attack her. Actually, if we got the on kill, which probably isn't happening, it would be insane. What are the chances of this winning? It's a block. It's a... They don't have SP. The flowers don't have SP, so I'm guessing it's just a 50-50 on whether they get heads or tails. So the odds on this are actually really bad. Okay, let me do it like this then. We can offset. Oh, it literally says offset. We can offset the defense block and then have this attack go in. I don't know if that's how that works, but we're gonna try it. And then... Oh, and this is a AoE attack. I didn't even realize it's a small AoE attack. I still think Gregor should block them. That means somebody should clash here. It means that this evade is pointless. But she has nowhere else to do an attack. So I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay. That's how we're doing it. Go for it. Okay. I think we're actually doing pretty well so far. Pretty rough start, but good call though. So whoever called out the Greg on the AoE attack, I was not fully aware. That's big damn though. There we go. Nice. Decent damage out of Inclair there. Could have been way more though. I don't know how he rolled that. I don't know how he rolled tails there. Flipped the heads, whatever he needs. Which one he didn't need, he rolled it. Or flipped it. Still getting out of the vernacular of Ruina. Wait, a stagger! I've never seen a stagger here before. Wait, nobody's going insano right now. It's huge. Wait, we can do it. Wait, we can actually do it. Okay. Wait, just a second. Hey, who? Yeah, we're dominating here. Wait, it's big. It's big. All right. Yeah, just send in whatever attacks we can, right? I mean, we should probably finish off this flower, though. I think. See. Or maybe I have to send as much damage face as I can. Is there any chance that this kills? No, you need 42. It should win. Yeah, it guaranteed wins every clash. I'm actually understanding the numbers now, guys. This is insane. I don't know what happened. That little weekend break from this stream to last stream. Somehow, the numbers make sense. Like, they can only roll a 5. We have a 6 base. So it always hits, right? I think that's how the math works out. Also, this is AoE or something? It's also targeting Hong Lu. I don't know, we're gonna go with that. Alright. Go ahead. Oh, she does get the kill. That means we get the on-kill effect as well for execution. Oh, look at the SP gains. You saw that? The morale. Grippy Faust is rallying the troops. You get a grip. And you get a grip. Everybody gets a grip. Yes, okay, I'm glad we got rid of that because now her attack doesn't have the +5 power from the soon-to-bloom flowers. Oh! Okay. Also, still, what is attack weight? Is attack weight like how many enemies it hits or something? I don't know. I don't really know what that is. Okay. So let's start to use the brain now. So we learned that we can offset this evade. AoE, okay. Attack weight is AoE, got it. Thank you. All right. So let's be smart boys about this. We're gonna save up our ego here right now. We don't really need, although it would be pretty nice to use Faust here to get everybody's SP up. We're actually doing really good on SP. Oh, and it appears that we got a new passive. Yes, cost of blooming. If Magnificent Spring Breeze loses in a clash, lose 10 SP. When HP drops to 50%, proceeds to the next phase. HP does not go below 50% until the phase changes. Okay, oh, so she's already... Damn, I didn't realize she's already there. Oh no, almost. I guess not. That's basically half. We're about to get her there. Okay, so she does have an HP gate, though. That is good to know. So are we going to need to use an ego here to win this clash? I think so. Yes. Okay. So if we're going to use anybody, I guess let's use Don. Because Don uses resources that we have quite a bit of. She's only favored, though. Is there anybody else that can do this more reliably? Not really. It would really suck to lose against the Magnificent Spring Breeze. Like, I could use... Maybe it's worth... I mean, this also increases the SP of... Claire, which is not good, but... We can't afford any of the other ones right now, I don't think. They're saying... People are saying use Pursuance Rodion. Do I... Oh, it is available right now. That uses up almost all of our price. I mean, are people low? Did people take damage? How are we doing on health? I guess people did take damage. This is bad. I'm rewarding the backseating, but sometimes you guys give actually decent ideas. Don't let this be positive reinforcement for your terrible deeds. But this one's it may just be the one thing that I need to hear. Okay, well, let me actually then like pay attention. If they're miscalculating my Claire odds, let me like actually look at what we can get here. 8 base. They have an SP of 16, but that should happen after they lose their SP. So their odds of flipping heads twice pretty unlikely. Minus 18 is... It's not the best. I think we got it, though. That's good. That's good. Okay. You offset... Do offsets work in order? Like, do I need to offset with Ishmael to be able to have Don and Honglu come behind for the one-sided attacks? Or can I offset it with Honglu, and even though that his speed is lower than Ishmael will still get a one-sided attack? Does that make sense? Y'all know what I'm saying? Yes, yeah, no. And KT says, hi, Hag. Who is Hag? If you offset it faster, it'll stop the evade. Okay. So we can't offset it with Honglu. Got you. Got you. Okay. So this is the way to do it then. And it really doesn't matter what we use because we're going to hit the health gate anyways. But we should win basically all these clashes. Perfect. Go. Get a little bit of Pursuance heal going on. Prep for phase 2. We really need to up-type Pursuance. I think that should probably be our main goal now, our new MO. Is trying to get our Pursuance ego up-tied further. I think it would be a splendid idea. Because I think it just gets more heals. Might even get an SP heal on. I don't even know. Okay, and we have hit the health gate. What the freak, man? Why did you use that ego? You're done for now? Why? What happens next? Whoa. Dueling. Turn start. Units without this status go into a fully bloomed status. If Yisung has this effect, Dongbaek gains 1 attack power up. Okay, well, it's a good thing that Yisung's not up in here. What is that about? Uh-oh. Okay. Who do we want to go into the dueling mode? Dueling stance. Probably somebody that has ego available to them. We can also get as much damage in right now as possible. It's probably be a good idea. Although they're going to gain a ton of protection. We're not going to be dealing any damage here. But we can still apply status effects. Oh, wait. The blocks are huge as well. Yeah, there's no point. There's no point. Okay. Yeah, who do I want this to go towards? Maybe we do keep it on Sinclair. Or somebody that's tankier. Just so they can survive. And he does have the ego available. Yeah. Alright, you're going in, bud. You got this. I believe in Gregor. Okay. Then I'm gonna have you three do a little block. I don't know how that interacts with this, so I'm gonna send it there anyways. Can I like offset these and have the other ones throw some attacks behind to still apply statuses? Hopefully. Inflict paralyze and gaze. That'd be great. Inflicts sinking. Perfect. Try it. Did I even do any damage? Actually, I think it did. They have 10 protection. Oh no, protection is percent based, right? So 10 protection is literally invulnerable. Or something like that. There's a block. Okay. Here we go. So there's all the full blooms. Gain 10 protection, clash lose, gain 3 scattering petals. Okay, well, we got new passives on here. When HP falls below 50%, use a special skill to target 1 unit, then becomes immune to stagger and panic for the next 2 turns. If Yisung has dueling, Dongbaek gains 1 attack power up. If Yisung wins the duel, all allies gain 3 damage up next turn. If Dongbaek wins the duel, Dongbaek fully heals SP. Okay, so we're whittling down our SP. That's how this works? I think so. Okay, and obviously you got all the rest of them in the blooms. And then scattering petals at 6 or more count become staggered. Okay, yeah, because what are these other clashes? Is there even a chance of winning with what we have? We're favored here and we're favored here. Maybe we can see if we can apply a status effect. Well, yeah, that'd be good. Because then we can lower her SP for the follow-up. We definitely want to use the ego here on the first one. Come on, Greggy boy. There you go. Gregory, I'm home. Obviously doesn't deal that much damage. We do get the status. What did we get? Tremor? Okay. That's a little rough. Gregor is a pregnant bum. Greg Goat, Gregnant. What does it mean? Okay. We're favored here. These 2 attacks are not great, but is his block better? Does it still count as a clash if you use a defense? I'm seeing no typed in all caps back to back. Use the ego. Oh, look at that. He's got double ego. It's like I planned it. It's like I planned it all out. I knew that. I knew that there was an ego residing within him. That's what I planted inside of Gregor's uterus. Was an extra ego. It's twins. Gregor had twin egos. Twin little Gregnant arms. How about that? Okay. Big damn. Big damn. What do we got going on here? Also, how are we doing on these stacks? We've got 8 blooming thorns, 30 Bloom Feast consums. What's consum? I don't know. And we've got a 45 SP in Claire. That's what I'm talking about. All right, roll damage. Yeah, y'all got that. Is there any? Oh, there is new status effects. New passive. Right? No. It says new. There's nothing new. Kill her. Kill her. Wait, guys, are we about to second try this? I don't want to, you know, I don't want to speak it too early. I don't want to jinx us or whatever. But sometimes you gotta call your shot. Sometimes, if you call your shot, it makes the shot, even if it wasn't that impressive, it makes it look a whole lot cooler. And it appears to me that we're making very, very good progress. Wait, we're about to do it. We were actually about to do it. Is there anything else in here? I don't think so. No extra HP gate. Nothing. They're just they're at 90 HP and we're about to use the goods. Wait, you could actually use this. Wait, can we use both? Oh my god. In Claire with the base ego, it's actually coming in clutch. It's just what we needed. Finish her. Oh my god, we actually did it! Second try! Little flower lady has gone down! Oh, well, that wasn't that bad at all. I guess that's what I forgot to read. I didn't read her passives about the blooms. We did it, guys. Little Greggy Greggy got us in there. Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much. That's what I'm talking about. I have a feeling she's not like actually full dead though. I think she might be coming back. Or Dongrong's about to like inject himself with the super serum and become like mega eyeball ballsack man. Something along those lines. We'll have to see. Stay tuned. Why don't we look at it this way? Did you know that a new League of Nine has been formed in Incorp? See, she's not dead yet. We vanquished her, but she's definitely very much still alive. They seem to be recruiting the old members and their technologies, similar to what you tried to do. Though it looks like they're trying to erase that past, rather. This is purely conjecture, but we're all doomed to die at the hands of our dear fellow Gubo and be taxidermied, one after another. Gubo. All I did was bring that predetermined death a bit earlier. Besides, you've gone too far for our past friendship to forgive, Dongbaek. I was looking forward to the staff dinner tomorrow, I really was. Come on then. It's time you seized the bloom, Dongbaek. With the golden bough in hand, Dongrong stabs Dongbaek without hesitation. But why? I could state many reasons, but... Right. Let's say this is my parting act of compassion. I knew I'd have to wilt when the time came, but... I always wished to be a bud, soon to bloom, bearing the scent within. Like you, Yi-sung. How you... What did she say? Wait, play that back! Did y'all just hear what Dongbaek just said? Play back the clip. Play back the Korean translation. Anybody else hear that? Was that just me? Did my ears deceive me? Dongbaek, you can't say that. Yeah, you guys hear that? You guys roll it back. Roll back what she said. How you dreamed of flying. Like that, I just wanted to be buried. Under a piquant scent of flowers with you all. Click the 3 bar. Oh wait, can you actually play back the... You can. Yi-sang, what? What is she? Dongbaek! What is going on here? Again! And y'all were getting on me for the Bina! Under a pecan scent of flowers with you all. New feed has been added. Soon the screen is filled with yellow petals. Thank you, Yi-sang, for showing me such a moment. I would dedicate my entire life to repay you for this favor. Hey, Yi-sang, what say you to setting up a lab with me? I get the feeling every day spent with you will be a fun one. Oh, this is the young G that they kept talking about. I don't know, I don't really know who this guy is. They've mentioned him a couple times. Amazing, Yi-sang. Unlike me, you attempt to reflect the true image in all its uprightness. The images don't overlap. They aren't blurry or shaky. Yi-sang, you're too lax. Why on earth would you leave it as a plaything when it can be so much more? Be still. Just be still and do nothing more than breathe. For now, that's how you must live. You cannot fly. The League has fallen apart. We have to leave this place. Yi-sang, you will come with me. You can close your eyes if you wish. Since you're too faint-hearted, I'll see ahead in your stead. What are you thinking? Nothing. And the scent of the grave was in full bloom. No. Did one of them die? Did young G die or something? Did they already mention that? Why did they disband? Did they say why they disbanded yet? Somebody attacked the facility or something? Not gonna lie, his team is buns. Well, pardon me. Sorry, I'm not spending real life money on free-to-play video games. Nothing. Wait, is this a... Yeah, it's a story plus battle. Well, it's a good thing that we saved up this this Inca Valen. How about that, y'all, huh? That was pretty good. Wait, we EX cleared that as well. We could definitely EX clear screening room, but we'll do that after we clear these next couple of stages. But second try, huh? I guess we don't need the friend IDs. We're doing just fine. I just need to do a little bit of reading, a little bit of leveling up. All right, but Ishmael, Honglu, you're out. It was nice while it lasted. I'm glad you guys could join us. Hope you got some good experience out there in the field. Shadowed the big boys for a little bit, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Ah, and so, am I still nothing? As the intense golden glow fades, the space begins to twist and morph. Did the Golden Bough have the power to do this? I don't think we've even entered the fathoms of the ego yet. Was it capable of warping the real world? Excitement or questions over matters related to the Golden Boughs have little meaning. To you and to Faust, all of us would be the very first witnesses to what is happening before our eyes. It would be statistically sound to assume that we will continue to witness previously unseen events in the future. I suppose you're right. I mean, look at that. Unable to properly articulate her words any further, Ishmael pointed a finger instead. Even the dead are coming back. Not wooden puppet mummy, man. Bodies that have been devoid of life for a while begin to rise. Their organs or body parts were severely damaged. This could only be described as resurrection. Wait, that's right. We haven't seen... Didn't people say that we see this guy in this canto? We see the abnormality associated with this ego in this canto? I think I remember people saying that. The one that we fought in the mirror dungeon that had his whole character training arc only to be vanquished in like 2 turns. But that means that somebody has to become him, right? Or maybe he is just an abnormality, or maybe he's like a distortion abnormality. I don't really know. Is he like Dongrong? I don't know. Oh, I've seen some stuff, but bringing back people from the dead sounds too implausible. Even K-Corp's HP emulators couldn't do this much, right? It's unlikely that there was absolutely no technology or singularity capable of complete revival at some point. However, if such technology did exist, I, for one, haven't heard of it even once during war. That can only mean it's not a kind of technology allowed to prosper in the city. If I had to guess, the head might... Are they not joking? Is the glaring contradiction of their own self-revival not staring them right in the face? Indeed, it may well be an active taboo as established by the head. It's completely different from Limbus Company's case, where we can experience revival by synchronizing with Dante. It's different and wrong. Okay, they did bring it up. Theirs is not a complete restoration. Unlike our case, they're merely animated, that is all. They appear to lack consciousness and reason. Seems that way. In other words, I guess it would only count as a taboo if both the mind and body are recovered. What does that mean? Why did she gasp? Why did we get... Oh, these guys have the tears on them. This was what was on the bull. Oh, that's right. These are just the tears from the... Are these just the tears from the singularity? I don't know. I don't know what the tears really are. What was with the Faust gas? Did she realize something important? Ryoshu says he, Tscuwis, and they added on a Y afterwards. Is the Y part of the first acronym, or is the Y a singular acronym for one word? I don't think you're allowed to do that. I don't know if the world's ready for that. You know, like, language tends to evolve over time. You know, that's how slang comes into play. That's how, like, you know, your cell phone became your cell. You know, your, there's other examples I'm sure I can make. But are we at the point where we can shorten an entire one word to one abbreviated letter? I don't know if this world's ready for that yet. Y is yes. That's probably the only word it could stand for. It could have been Yodelehihu, and it could have been yak. But yes does make more sense with the context that we are in. Is it just random fights all the way till 54? It might be. We might just be destroying our way through this entire made-up research facility until we get to the end. I don't really like abbreviations. They're difficult for me to decipher sometimes. I completely agree, Bam. I completely agree. I don't know. I think abbreviations should be done with altogether. Except YMCA. Because the song would really just not work. The Youth Christian Men's Association, it just doesn't have the same ring to it as the YMCA. And then Trump would have no music. You cannot be pumping the Youth Ministry of Male Christians. What is YMCA? At the damn Republican conference. They just don't, they aren't going to be rocking with it. They need the abbreviation. But everything else can be done with, I think. When I take a closer look at the revived foes after the battle, I could see a liquid of familiar hue flowing from their eyes. Come again? Dante, do you feel the Golden Boughs' presence nearby? Last time I saw, the Golden Bough was lodged in Dongbaek's body. Oh, I wonder if she's gonna like bloom further now that the little stabby stab. Also, I am noticing that we've got a little bit of a stab love triangle going on right here. We got the Dongbaek stabbing the Yisung. We got the Dongrong stabbing the Dongbaek. Now all that's left is for Yisung to stab Dongrong. But I wonder if she's gonna like evolve. Maybe that's her evolution item. I can't find her corpse anywhere. It must have been moved away when the space twisted. But it can't be too far away. I'm sure of it. I can feel it. I don't see Dongrong either. He's likely to be in the same location as the deceased Dongbaek. Until now, we've experienced the fathoms of ego at the same time. I guess it's thanks to Dante's particular affinity, if that makes any sense. The hell are you talking about, affinity? Do you mean the chains binding us? Yeah, this is one of their influences, right? Oh, I totally forgot about the chains. That's why we get the chains when we do the extractions. Like I said, remember when I was talking about how at that first forest intro sequence, I retained almost nothing. But I do remember the chain thing going on. It was like, what's his name? It's like Pinhead in Dead by Daylight. But for everybody. And what will happen if someone like Dongrong gets to the fathoms? Fret not, for we shall find out from now on. Let us vanquish the foes ahead for now. Are we making any progress? The background seems to be the exact same. Oh, never mind. I lied. We definitely actually are progressing. See, in these boys, maybe we won't. The only reason that I think that we might encounter wooden puppet mummy man is because people had mentioned it back when we were in the mirror dungeon. Hello, SDL. But by that same token, I should also expect to find the fairy festival in here because of the sloshing ego. But I don't think we're gonna be seeing two abnormalities in one spot. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll have a duo abnormality fight against Puppet Mummy Man. Maybe Puppet Mummy Man fell in love with Aberration Fairy Festival. Put that in your fanfic. I'd say it writes itself. Just make sure to credit me, please. Direct them to at youtube.com/@DevinBlocks. That'd be very much appreciated. You could also link the Twitch, the TikTok. That's actually all we have. And the Discord. It would all be very good. SDL says I just used a support ID from a friend that bullied Dongbaek. Well, that was, we were thinking about that. We were thinking about using that to take down Dongbaek, but we ended up doing it on our first try of the day today. So we are still friendless, friend ID-less. We're not friendless. I have friends, but we are friend ID-less up to this point, which, you know, I think that's an achievement within itself. Is not using friend IDs the equivalent of being natty in the Limbus universe? I'd say probably so. You don't, it doesn't get more natty than that. I mean, honestly, that fight, maybe that fight is proof to me that we will never have to use a friend ID. I really would like to avoid them. I think it'd be way cooler if we did it without them the entire time. I think it'd be epic. I love a little bit of self-imposed challenge. Also, guys, is it should it be like our thing? Should I market the channel, these streams, as the only actual real life Limbus player. The only non-VTuber Limbus player on the entire planet. Actually, it's not entirely true. I think I did see Lakari playing Limbus at some point on my Twitch feed. Not a Lakari viewer, by the way. Just saw it pop up. Why is it all VTubers? What's up with all the VTubing nowadays? It's like people who even have webcams. Whoa, we're going to the black hole dark abyss of death. Even people who have webcams prefer to use... Why is she still talking? They prefer to use the VTubage. I guess if you wanted to like jerk it in the middle of stream, nobody would know. But I could probably do that too. I could be doing it right now and you wouldn't know. It's all about webcam positioning. It's one of the first things they teach you in Streamer 101 class. Always be in a position to jerk it with no one being none the wiser. That's I'm giving you guys a little, you know, intro session to Streamer 101. We're working on the full series right now, but that's the first major skill that they teach you. All right, in case any of you are aspiring streamers, it might help you out in the future. And the best thing is I could have been doing it this entire time. I could have been doing this since Lobotomy Corp, and you wouldn't have known. I might be doing it right now as I'm talking to you, as I'm looking into your eyes right now with no hands. No, we're good. I mean, I don't know the technique. That's probably the next thing I need to research. You know, we're always growing, not like that. We're always learning and growing and improving upon ourselves. That might be my next area of research, is the no hand method. Josh says I'm bloxing it. I need to learn how to blox it with no hands. Because this, I don't know if you guys have realized, I know Bam's got on. This is the default Devon pose. You guys know I drive like this? This is I don't know why. Maybe I was like, when I was a fetus, I was like in the womb with my arms above my head. Or maybe in the past life, I used to enjoy having my hands handcuffed behind my head. I don't know what kind of life old Devon Blocks was living before he got reincarnated. But this is the default. This is how we drive. This is how we drive as well. This is how I actually go about my entire day. If I'm not on stream, this is how I do it. If I remember doing push-ups, I do a little elbow push-ups. You ever seen an elbow push-up? And when I'm out in public, people will ask me, they think I have little nubs. So I usually get the little disabled passes they have at amusement parks and such, where you get to like, you know, get like a comeback later wait time. Because they think that I'm a double amputee from the elbows up. They think that I've got two little nubby arms. So they offer me their disabled packages. And that does come into question though, if I ever get pulled over and they're asking how I'm driving. You can drive with nubs, can you? I think you can. I don't know what the requirements for getting a driver's license are nowadays. I think they're only going on the down low more and more. All right, I think they've only been decreasing in the aptitude required to receive a driver's license. But I mean, you can do a little bit of, you know, drive the wheel. Like, look, if this is my steering wheel, I'm like driving the wheel. I could do that, you know. Oh my god! And it's like, if you get in a car crash, what are they gonna do? Amputate your arms? Try me. You can't. What are you gonna do? I don't have them. Maybe I just need to become a self-inflicted double amputee. Maybe not. That might have been insensitive. For anybody that in my chat right now that does not have access to two hands, first off, I apologize, but my previous statement about being able to jerk it while on camera may not apply. It may be more difficult with the nubs. Second, there's more to life than doing stuff with your hands. You know, they got you guys see the guys that play games like the quadriplegics that play games with their mouth, which I don't. That might be overpowered. Have you seen those guys? The guy that can like, he's like a fully paralyzed man, but he's playing Call of Duty or like I think he mainly plays Call of Duty. I don't know if he plays tactical shooters, but he's shitting on these kids with his mouth. He has no use of his hands. Or the Neuralink, you know they got the Neuralink now where you can just look at the enemy and just think kill and it kills them? That is, you cannot allow that. Put them in there, you can, like, if I have crossplay on, enable it, but I need Neuralink only lobbies. Or like put them with the console players. Because I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if I'm ready to be dealing with that. That might be too much. Because that does actually seem insanely overpowered. So let me just do this real quick before we're about to EX it. I'm EXing it. We're about to do this dungeon. Let me EX this level real quick, which I'm sure we can do. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, this won't take us any time at all. Yeah, go ahead. I did click the right one, right? I'm not doing the one that we just did at the start of the stream. No, I didn't. Okay, we're good. Let's do this one real quick. Yeah, also, complete side note. I don't know, we might be on like the 6th layer of the tangent. I don't know how far in the tangent we've gone, how many rabbit holes we've dove through. I've just been embracing it this stream. I'm trying a new technique, new streaming technique. But I don't know if any of you, actually no, I think Yash did. Yash, you played Rainbow recently, haven't you? What is up with Rainbow Six Siege forcing PC players to play cross-platform, but you can't come to the people that are on console? Who let this get through testing? Why is this a thing? That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It makes absolutely no sense at all. Let me talk to my teammates. Like in a game, in a tactical shooter where the most important resource you have is your information. Yash says I can talk to PC players perfectly fine. Are you sure? Because there are plenty of, like, if I ever have any, and you also can't tell. It doesn't tell you. The console players get the PC symbol. They know if I'm on PC. I don't know if they're on console. Yeah, my duo's on PC. Yeah, but are you talking in game chat? Okay, at least on PC, we cannot hear any console players. I don't know if I've ever mentioned. Have I ever shown you guys my like Steam most played games of all time? Wait, what did Bam just translate? Bam just translated Ryoshi's acronym. Succinct abbreviation naturally germinates rather immaculate art. Bam, you're improving. I think that you may have a bright future as a Ryoshu to English translator. Hold up, she's got paralysis here, so I actually need to, like, this is not actually dominating. Where was I going? I was saying something else. Oh, just how shitty, oh, I was talking about Rainbow and the fact that I don't think I've shown you guys my, like, Steam most played. I mean, this guy, maybe this is, I mean, maybe it's not surprising. I don't know how much in depth I've gone about the games I used to play back in the day. Obviously, nowadays, I usually just play games I actually enjoy instead of just playing games that my friends would play, which are mostly shooters. But yeah, she got that. What in the hell was I just saying? Oh, my most played game on Steam with over like 1,300 hours is Siege. Siege was a monumental, pivotal, foundation creating portion of my gaming career. Hello, Virulence. Isn't that crazy? Obviously, your boy likes playing strategy games more. If I could play a card game over a shooter game, I'd probably choose a card game every time. But I think my like top 5 most played games on Steam is like, it's like Siege, what's the other one? Skyrim, Rust is up there, and there's 2 more. Maybe Binding of Isaac. I don't know what that 5th would be. Devin, I'm on 0.3 KD with Onami. She's just the only shooter I touch because strategy can actually be used and not herder mag dump like God. I don't mind a herder mag dump. I think some people actually quite enjoy a little herder mag dump. Wait, this is not good. I see how this attack works. 13 minus 0. Oh wait, that does nothing. So it's just always base 13. Can anybody... Where's my Enclair? Enclair, you got that? 16. Struggling. Why are you struggling? You should not be struggling. He's minus 25. Okay, wait, hold on. I gotta focus up. Focus up. We do have... Gregory's got a little bit of... Really, it's still neutral. 14-14. It's 50-50. If we... Oh, no. What am I not understanding here? 13 minus 0 will always be 13. 14 plus 14 can be 14 or 28. But they have a plus 2 from something. Oh, they have plus 2 attack power up. I totally forgot about... I have not been paying attention to any of these... any of the statuses. I thought we were gonna roll over this fight, but it's actually getting a little difficult. That's why they have a 15. Also, we have a paralyzed on there though, which is in our favor. But okay, what if instead we just blocked? That's 12 plus 5, which is actually still a decent chance. Man, I wish we had enough for just like 1 ego. Okay, well, let's see. Enclair. You are favored with this. Any other big rollers? This is a 12-4. She's only got 0 though. Cackle's probably not winning this. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna have to tank one of these. So Greg, you, my friend, you're just gonna tank one of these with a block. Okay. And does anybody else have a block or like an evade? A decent evade? That only goes up to 12. That can go to 14. Oh, that can go to 14. No, that still wouldn't be enough. It's like guaranteed lose, I think. Oh, we don't even have the speed of... Okay, yeah, it has to be Honglu. Honglu pulls that. And then where's this last 5 headed? Faust, which Faust can clash when some I have them try and evade. You got that, baby girl. You got that. Oh, we can't redirect. Where's this headed? Not good. I can't offset. It's only an 8 though. Wait, we can't get higher than an 8. Not good. Guys, I can't believe I've spent a lot of time on this one turn. Just throw all of that over there, because nobody... I don't know if one-sided guards can really do anything, but there's no reason to attack when we're just gonna like guaranteed lose the evade. Like, nobody can roll high enough. This is an 8. You know what? We'll try it with Don. Don, try and get them with the enactment. Everybody else chill. Everybody else chill. Devin has an account for what? What are we talking about? What account? Oh, the Discord? Yes, we have a Discord. We have a thriving Discord with we staggered them, by the way. That was huge. We have a thriving Discord with over 120 members that you can join by using the link in the description. And I know that, I mean, I'm not, you know, okay, I guess at this point I'm probably one of you guys. There is a tendency for Project Moon players to not have many friends. If you would like to have more of them, you meet them in the Devin Blocks Discord. Just a thought. Oh, that's right. I remember this part. This is where you kill the umbrellas. See, we didn't do that last time. Last time we avoided the umbrellas. Last time I did not do my sacred umbrella duty. We do kill them all, right? Yes, okay. I was like, there's no way that we don't kill all these. Yes, and now everybody's got the mega attack power up. Look at that. Look, this fight's a lot easier when you pop all the umbrellas, huh? Hello, frogs. Okay. Greg is popping out the triplet. It's actually only a favored. Greg, put him back in. We induced Greg. He was in the middle of labor, but we just pushed the little baby back in there. We didn't want it. Still only favored here. Now, come on. We can get a dominating somewhere. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. And then 13 minus 4. Yeah, they have a pretty good chance to low roll it. That put them out at 9, but this is only an 8. Oh, but we have the attack power. That's right. So we're good. We're winning this no matter what. It doesn't matter what we do. We're about to deal a gazillion damage. 1 block-zillion damage. Imagine we did this the first time around. Oh, I did totally forget though. We're trying to EX clear this. Are we making good progress? I don't even know. Why are we on 447? Because I'm EX clearing it before we do the dungeon. I don't know what turn we're on. I need to check. I might be going too slow. This might be bad. I mean, this attack power should get her really low, or like, you know, we should be just about to finish her off. Okay, body's almost broke, but I think she staggers anyways. Yeah. We're on turn 7. I think we need to do it by turn 10. Hopefully it's 15, but I actually do think that it is 10. She's not very good. I'm gonna save. It's so much more damage. Never mind. I was gonna say I'm gonna save the oranges, the lust, so we can get the whistles popping off, but oh, that's right, never mind. But the sinking is also gonna give us extra damage because I think we have him here. I think we're good. Can we just finish her? This should be a lot. And if we don't kill her here, then it should be a lot of status effects that make the next turn a kill. As long as hopefully I don't know if after this stagger she goes back into her umbrella defensive thorn stance. That would actually be pretty bad. Oh, we do have, I didn't realize we applied fragile. Who applied fragile? I have no idea, but that was enough. Okay, we're good. There's our EX clear. See, imagine we broke all the umbrellas the first time. That would have been huge. That would have been lovely. Did we already beat 448? Yeah, we did first try. Are you not impressed? All right. EX clear, 53 out of 54. The Reminisced League of 9. EX objective. Suppress the dungeon boss. And we're going to get 390 plus 2. We're going to get 590 lunacy from completing this. This is big. I will take it. For this dungeon, you may not select a support identity for Yisung. Yisung must always participate in battles. Oh, that's right. People also mentioned that at some point during one of the previous streams. That is important info. My camera like mega tilted. Oh no. Ooh, okay. Well, what's better? Daichi Association or Pequod? What's a Pequod? Oh, Pequod has bleed. Yeah, I think we're gonna level up Pequod actually. Oh, he gets leveled up for the dungeon. Oh. Isn't that lovely? And he gets automatically uptied. Okay, yeah, let's rock the Pequod. I mean, that's also just cool because that means we're gonna get to use an ID that we've never used before just because his level's so low. I mean, obviously using base Yisod I think would actually be pretty cool. We've never actually used base Yisod before, I don't think. Definitely not that he's been to uptied 3. But let's go with Pequod because it synergizes with all the bleed that we have. Yeah. And all the important people are already level 35. I like it. We'll be fine. 26, 35. What do they mean? The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? As we approach the center of the Golden Boughs resonance, I notice scattering piles of yellow. With the twisting pace, petals were wavering. So the fathoms of Yisung's ego are over there. Come on, let's get in. Wow. Is this... I think it's Dong wrong. Wow, I sure didn't expect I'd be back here. Is this thanks to the Golden Bough? Or is it you, Yisung? When we got there, Dongrong greeted us merrily. How cozy. What place was this, Yisung? The only place where I may breathe. That's what this was. There are stacks of paper on the desk. Yes, you see, usually, these are placed for visitors like us to read. Yisung quietly picks up a stack. I couldn't begin to imagine what thoughts his face may have suggested as he silently read the letters on them. A letter I had written once, and its structure follows that of a play script. It's then reasonable to assume that each actor in the play was provided with one. If so, this may well have been a stage awaiting our arrival, rather than a simple emptiness. From the looks of it, we'll have to read out this script, right? Maybe Dongbaek might just come, Yisung. If Dongbaek got to this space before she died, I'm not sure what I should call this. Anyway, if the entrance opened up while she was alive, her consciousness might have been wrapped up in this, as ours were. For what reason did you stab Dongbaek? She hesitated a little too much. What, did you want this kind of eulogy from me? The reason. I'll hear it. No, it's really... You knew as well, Yisung. In that state, Dongbaek's death was imminent. Her life would have painfully scattered away if I let her be. That's why you can't lash out at me, despite the anger boiling inside you. It wouldn't have made much of a difference. This time, the fathoms of ego might present themselves differently from the previous ones. The phantoms of ego are places or images of someone's mind made manifest. It releases a powerful and complex energy. It might draw on people other than the sinners, like those deeply related to Yi-sang in this case. Is that's so? To put it bluntly, dragged in a bunch of clowns to act on a stage, is that right? Although this is merely a guess, yes, I suppose that's about right. We'll have to do our best with our given roles. And if we don't, the image displayed by the phantoms of ego will go awry, ultimately preventing our access to the Golden Bough. We must reenact the originals. In other words, Yi-sang's actual memories as closely as possible. Alright, I got that clear enough, so... What the? I almost jumped out of my skin! I had people... That was... I don't know what happened to his British accent there. I had people who accompanied me, either by caprice, coincidence, or fate. What a fascinating line. Why did you stand in front of the door like a dork? What did you call me? Wait, aren't you the one that just... What are you staring at my face for? Like you were looking at a dead person. Why, do I look cool? She's... right. Gabrielle, don't act like such a country bumpkin. Do you want your mannerisms to match your name? The hell are you saying now? What is it? I'm just reading from the script, Mr. Heathcliff, the script. That's just what mine says. What are you whispering like that? You know, Dongbaek, Gabrielle was thinking back to how we managed to gather here at T Corp. That really bugs me. Oh wait, don't call me by that name. Good acting. The real Gabrielle always used to ask us not to call him by his name too. It is now your turn to speak, Sang-hyo. As one might know, our hometown, S-Corp's district, was going through a turbulent time, many things breaking and changing. Because of daydreaming higher-ups who tell sweet-sounding words with no substance and corrupt officials squeezing the people, the public's lives and economy teeter and twisted more and more each day. With no guarantees of arrangements between wings or positions to apply for, researchers like us who pursued the studies of knowledge struggle to find even a simple bolt to help ourselves. That was when brother Youngji brought us together. I was the one who called Yi-sang and Dongbaek. We grew up in the same town. Right, brother Youngji and Dongrong brought us together. There, I suggested. The wing called T Corp is seeing remarkable technological growth nowadays, generously backing inventions of machines and technology. So there should be no problem at all to get any part we need. There, all the people we invent for a living. So the like-minded ones defected to the district empty-handed, risking everything. As everyone wished, we were free to continue our research here, even though we had to yield the colors in them, making it so they did not outwardly shine. As Mersault, of the League of Nine Littérateurs member he played, pointed out, I couldn't see any color in this place. Oh, I thought that was just because we were in the past. They just sucked out all the color? Like a Adventure Time Marceline situation? Even the flower just outside the window was devoid of color, waving like a turbid blur. In T Corp's district, having colors is a kind of privilege. What? No colors? They take away colors? Colors establish identity. There are few better ways to rob one of uniqueness than this. Isn't that right? For sure. And colors are some of the few little things a poor could normally have. Hey, Anung, are you gonna keep chatting away? The conference is today. Watch, I've made a vibrant amusement. Look, it blows up better than before, doesn't it? I have to wonder what is up with your obsession with explosives. I mean, fireworks, Dongbaek. Hey, you can't see stars in the night sky thanks to blinding lights and smokestacks filling the air. The stars were so pretty in my hometown. It was fun watching them together. What's more, there's no color here. Where we were, we could at least see the color of flowers. So I wanted to bring it back in some way. Look, even if it's all black and white, you can still see it, right? Fire makes such a warm color. I'm a bit embarrassed. I don't have anything to show off for now. Is that really something you admit so merrily? Treating injured animals on the streets took much of my time. I couldn't leave them be. They remind me of the yellow calf I left behind in my hometown. It used to like you so much. I don't get what it saw in you. It was abandoned by its mother, seeking warmth to lean on is an instinct all living beings have. Well, by now I guess it has offspring? Probably not. That calf was male. What? Oh bother, here we go again. Gabriel, looks like the bar owner is here trying to take the tab you owe again. Why don't you go outside and greet them? What those crooks? How'd they get here? Wait, even the zombie boys are playing along? They got the zombies in on the script? The strong resonance of the Golden Bough with Yisang is affecting the entire laboratory building. They were caught up in it as well, but they have no ties to Yisang. Since they weren't given any roles in the play, they'll instead try to ruin the stage. It'll only get worse as the fathoms grow unstable. In other words, we have to be quick with moving the play's plot along. The more time we spend fooling around like a certain complete oaf instead of reading what the script says, the more enemies will attack us. Ishmael began to lightly limber up, cracking her joints. So let's focus on the foes on deck for now. I don't think they got the zombies on board. Oh, you get an ego gift at the start of each one. Yisang's level rises to 35, and his uptie and threadspin tiers rise to tier 3. We were neither high flyers nor greedy vultures. We were merely children who loved technology. I see. Oh. Okay, there is multiple floors. I was like, this thing just one floor? This is a weird looking floor. Okay. Hello, Zach. Let's get it on. In No Color Land, we can either go fight a Pekatulam, I don't even know what your name was, or we can go this way and then hopefully get a different abnormality. This is the way. Fixed member needed. Okay, so we're still obviously rocking. We only have 5 slots, so it's gonna be all of our. Oh, that means that we have to drop Mittelhammer Don. That's unfortunate. But this really should be the 5. Like I don't think there's any way that our Incorp Don is gonna be better than a 3-star, you know? You know what I'm saying? Although I would love to use them. Zach says he's finally gotten back to playing Lobotomy Corp. They finally got 5 reachable wows, so I was able to do Gabor's mission 2 on my 2nd run. Impressive. No, I don't think we did. We had to wait till 2nd loop to do Gabor as well, right? I think so. Also, I should be paying attention to P-Quad Yisang. I want to see what his animations look like. But yeah, I think we got through like all of Bria on the first reset, and we got through like all of, or no, we got through all of Isaiah on our first loop, and then we got through all of Bria on the 2nd loop. Hello, Mr. P-Quad. What are your skills? Skill 3 is gain 5 poise, heads hit gain 2 poise count, inflicts bleed, and on crit inflict. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I didn't realize. Yeah, all these have on crit abilities that synergize with the poise. Me likey, me likey, me likey. We don't have. No, we don't. I was gonna say we don't have another like Yisang ego, do we? But we do not. It's only been the base ego. I do remember us using base Yisang a while back. Or at least we definitely used his base ego a bit. I don't know if we had gotten we got Daichi Yisang quite early and we were using him for a decent while. But I don't know if we ever really did use base Yisang. Hello, Matt. How's K-Corp treating you? Well, actually, we're technically in T-Corp right now. But they weren't too bad. I hope you have been well since we conversed last. I don't know who's talking right now. I see flowers bloom outside and the birds chirp every now and then. The scents of flowers spread as they like. They create a rather sweet smell once mingled in one place. I wonder if you have taken in such a smell. I was always worried about the gloom on Dongbaek's face, but the things she presents at the Illuminators conferences are relieving to see. They carry a certain joy with them. Can I take that as her way of indirectly expressing the smile she couldn't make at us? Well, take it however you want. Yi-sang, what are you thinking? I just can't figure out what your face might mean. It makes me curious to know what's in your mind. Those who I have brushed past until now have asked me the same question. Oh, it's Yi-sang talking. However, as I did not possess the eloquence to utter a concise answer in words and the matter itself was too wearisome and perplexing to clearly summarize, I would substitute my answer with a figurative blank sheet of paper. You know what that is. Nothing. In truth, it may not have been nothing at all. I would feel desire to scatter into the winds in lush blue, sensing the sway of seeds plunging into my scrawling mind. Well, how was my acting? Brother Youngji was a man of kindness. He was not one to rashly harbor spite or reproach for others. You resemble him in that sense. Are we gonna help Yi-sang overcome his depression by allowing him to make connections with all of his old friends with all of his new friends? That would just be so wonderful. Pekatulam Gules. Hello, my Gule friends. Win rate will make quick work of you. We do not have time for little Zayn's around here. Get you and your little Zayn buddies out of here. Did I ever answer? Somebody probably didn't answer me earlier, but I didn't look at chat. When did we beat Gamora? I think it was on second loop. I believe we did get through all of Isaiah on first loop, and then Bria on second loop, and then Atlus on third, and then technically we had to do one more because I pressed the button. I think we had to do 4 loops in total. Because I do remember a certain someone pressing the button and then ending the day, and then we lost like 90% of our ego armory. It was not very good. It was very, very bad. We did all of Isaiah and then half of Bria. Okay, I thought maybe I do remember that. I think that we did do a little bit of Bria before we did our first loop. Okay, we got a little event here. A broken K-Corp drone is tumbling on the floor. I can only revive sinners where I can see the stars, so in the meantime, we might be able to find an ampule to use if we search through it. Rummage through the drone. A sinner good at searching should be able to help. A gluttonous one. Who is the most gluttonous among you? Yi-sang himself. That's my boy. Several wounds were left on Yi-sang's hands while rummaging through the wreckage. Fortunately, we were able to find a small ampule in it. After going through that trouble, the other sinners sighted the ultimately pointless haul. We had to leave the room with my promise that I'll turn the clock for them next time. But I passed. Oh, we did get the ampule. Just nothing better. This was a trivial endeavor. Even a third mate should have little trouble accomplishing this task. Thank you. Thank you for your Yi-sang. Thank you for your input, Yi-sang. At the start of the turn, allies under 40% HP heal 100% max HP once per floor. That's big. I like. Gimme that. I would like nothing more. Keep her moving. I also did that. I lost so much gear, that stupid button, when it wasn't even intentional. I don't know how many people were around back for the Lobotomy Corp days, but that was one of the most, oh my god. It was almost like it was scripted. I swear, no Dipping Blocks content's ever scripted or intentionally. I don't throw for content. But the button being perfectly positioned behind the work types, so I go to click the instinct work on the little shrimp boys, and then we click the button, and then at the same time, something else, because we were on a core suppression technically, the day instantly ended because everyone died? And there was no way to stop it, and I had the game paused. I could see the blood. I don't know what it is. Is it blood? I forget. Something oozes down the top of your screen whenever you push the button. I'm like, wait, Chad, wait. If we stop now, if I Alt F4, will we be fine? And everybody's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. You won't lose any of the ego. You'll be all right. I'm like, are we sure? Are we completely sure that I don't need to Alt F4 right now? They're all like, no, Devin, you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. I continue. We're cooked. It was all over. Hello, Voidigode. You beat the funny bloomy person yet? We did. We did take down Dongbaek. We are currently in the final level of this Canto, the dungeon. But yeah, it was pretty rough. It was a very rough time in the career, in my life in general. Good evening, Kono. You see, I called you this time because I've made something interesting that I'd like to show. Youngji, what is this? There are simply too many transient things that wilt all too soon, don't you think? The butterfly only wanted to lightly flutter, but to be punished with death for that crime. That felt too unfortunate. Did you bring it back from the dead? I thought that kind of technology was forbidden by the Heads Treaty. It is no such case. Although the carcass remains inanimate, something has overridden it. That's right. To be exact, it's the glass window. The butterfly can now be freed within it. Even if its wings dampen while trying to cross a pond, are gripped in somebody's hands and crumble to dust, or dry out due to the lack of flowers, the butterfly won't stop, and eventually in the distant future, it'll make it across a sea. If that happens, will the butterfly no longer be afraid of the sea? Splendid, Youngji. This level of technology could have numerous applications. Youngji, are you sure you really made this just for the conference? What do you mean by that? A gathering where we show technology we've created as a hobby in our free time after returning from a day's work, sharing our thoughts. Wasn't that the significance and appeal of the Illuminators conference our league had? But this, it doesn't look like a simple hobby horse to me. Are you still not over what happened then? That's how you see it, Dongbaek. I'd like to know what you think as well, Yisong. As Dongrung rightfully assessed, this is nothing short of a great first discovery. Alas, if frost were to form on the glass window, it will blur the reflected image all the same. As such, the frame of this glass window will need to be made firmer and straighter. Yisong, you managed to see through its essence from just a single glance. But personally, I can't seem to think of a way. So how about this instead? Yisong, try recreating it in your own way. My own way. That's right, by the next conference. Is it truly okay for me to handle a technology as valuable as the glass window? You got it wrong. I'm making this suggestion because it's valuable. Is this how Yisong developed the mirror that they were talking about? I think so. In my opinion, the dungeon was way easier than the bloomy person. Yeah, I mean, bloomy lady, Mrs. Dongbaek, bloomy lad, girl, lady, was not that bad once I leveled everybody up a bit more and actually like fully understood the mechanic. And that was with a, oops, sorry if I hit my mic there. That was with a pretty bad start too. Or was that the same stage? I'm trying to remember. I think it was. That was all the same attempt where we started off where like 4 people were instantly bloomed. I think so. I believe that to be the case. Yeah? Yeah, so it wasn't really that bad. Maybe just the audio's a bit janky today. I wonder why. Was that like super loud? Did I bump my mic and all of y'all's ears just died? I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to microphone. I'll get it fixed at the end of this stream. As long as it sounds fine for now, we're good. When do the streams stop being scuffed? Like, at what point do streamers just get all of their technology and their software figured out to where there's no more scuff streams? Are we just bound to be scuffed for the rest of time? For the rest of all my days? Because I wouldn't doubt it. Never. Sonny says never. There's no way around it. Welcome to the Scuffed Devon Block show. I mean, I think you gotta be like a full-time streamer to really have that type of stuff figured out. Because that means that you have enough time to actually like sit there and get everything figured out. Like, you know, like you have time to dedicate to figuring out all the stream issues. Which currently, man, we don't even have time to stream until it was 7:30 at night. So maybe one day. That is the dream. To one day be professional streamer. Whoa, that's a cool little animation. I haven't really been paying attention. What is he wielding? Mr. Pequod boy. Is that a harpoon? T also has quite a bit of problems while streaming. It's not just you, Devin. Thank you, Bam. It's the small streamer scuffed syndrome. You can't escape it. We call it the SS. I mean the SSS? Isn't that a boat? SS is bad, people. SSS is boat. Are these eggs? Please be careful, it might be an abnormality. Come to think of it, I was told that the underground lab K Corp setup also managed eggs from the L Corp branch. Oh hey, is this thing twitching? As the center observed an egg begins to move, what will we do? Touch the eggs. Rub on the eggs. Caress. Massage the eggs. Considering our experiences with receiving gifts from abnormalities, we might just be able to get something to help with exploring the dungeon here. Sloth check. Who will be the most effective at the job? A delicate hand will have an easier time. We want sloth. Which ain't nobody got a sloth skill. Not a single person has a sloth skill, but Yi-Sang's chances are very, very high, and I trust Yi-Sang with my life. You got that. That's my boy. That's my boy. Yi-Sang touched the egg. It started glowing. Soon afterwards, it hardened and turned to a uniquely shaped gem. This looks worth taking. Yi-Sang seemed rather tired, but there wasn't anything off about the body as far as we could see. We left the place with the gem in our possession. Piece of crumbled egg obtained. On the first turn of each encounter, gain 2 ego resources of a random affinity in possession. Oh, I do like that. I can get behind that. I mean, I guess in dungeons, the ego resources really aren't that much of an issue. But these last couple of fights, these big fights that we've been having, we've kind of been hurting for ego resources. It looks like the group was at peace. Things were good for a short while. It was as though we were on a trip. We thought everything would be fine after leaving our hometown for this new place. But alas, at the end of the day, human societies weren't so different from each other. Today I saw something suspicious at the market. Now that intrigues me. What is it, Sang-hyo? This invention. Wasn't this your work for the League of Nine, Gabriel? It is, but I mean, there's no need to scour markets and all that, right? It's trust and faith that binds us together, isn't it? You must have forgotten the League's 9 laws. L in L. Fascinating. Ryoshu, you aren't supposed to say things that aren't in the script. I know. They made me memorize every word of it. You think I'll forget? No technology made within the League shall be distributed outside. Be particularly careful not to be tainted with the smell of money. But... Is this how this was spelled? I think they misspelled technology in the last part. Maybe I'm crazy. I swear I looked at technology and there was like an extra E right here. Maybe I'm hallucinating. But we've been told that all our properties will be seized if we don't pay the rent for the laboratory within the next 6 days. What are we supposed to do? Oh, SS is also boat. So is there no SSS? Is that the space station? What's the space station called? The ISS, International Space Station. There's no SSS. We've got to do something about it. The money we earn at the factory can only barely keep us fed. We got here from S-Corp's district, taking nothing but passion for research with us. Tell us how we're gonna pay for the rent. That is a valid point. Taxes are heavy on us because we migrated from another district. They are demanding a fee we cannot afford to pay regularly. I can pay that. So I suggest we put this matter to rest. Wait, why haven't I been told about this before? Seized? Do you know all along, Youngji? I want to hear it from you directly. I understand that you're upset, but be mindful of what you say to brother Youngji, Dongbaek. I'm fine, Sang-hyo. Dongbaek, I was planning to tell you once it had been dealt with. I figured you'd be the first to get furious about matters concerning the League. And Yi-sung, while I sincerely appreciate your offer, I couldn't possibly take it. It bothers me not, for accumulating wealth has no meaning to me. I urge you to spend it for the League's sake. What? Wait, Yi-sung, were you that rich? You might want to do a better job of remembering your part, yes? The enemies will start attacking again, you know. Look at who's fooling around like an oaf, failing what's as easy as reading words on a paper. Oh, okay, so whenever they break the script is whenever the enemies attack. What does Tears do, by the way? They lose SP, but if they flip tails, they inflict sinking. Gotcha. Was I crazy though, the technology? Anybody wind back the clip? I could have sworn that it wasn't misspelled like when I went to go check it again. But I'm pretty sure that there was an extra E in that technology. Maybe I'm crazy though. What happened to you, buddy? When did you corrode? That's not very good. Don't do it! Don't do it, Sinclair! Kill the enemies before Sinclair can kill us! No! Gregor doesn't deserve this! Oh, it's okay. Blunt is ineffective against our boy. Oh, we did kill all the enemies. It just doesn't instantly end the battle. Yoshi says technology is spelled technology. I knew it. I knew something was off. Is that how they spelled it? Is that what you're saying? I think so. They had to pull a quick little prank. before we got to our boss fight here. I don't even know. At first floor boss fights are not that impressive. On that spring day, I made a small mirror. I named it Ionissim. And I happened to catch a signal while tuning out numerous noises and shatterings. In Ionsim, I met you at last, my left-handed self, beautiful and serene. It's a pleasure to meet you. I am Sang Yi! Yi-sang, isn't it? What a peculiar experience this is. And that mirror you're holding, it's what I call Yansim. Yansim, huh? To grind or study, to seek. This is a product of grinding something, scraping even the mind to polish it. I see. I suppose all versions of Yi-sang were dedicated to research. You have wings on your back. My eyes aren't being deceitful. What do you think of them? Resplendent. They look quite warm and free. We looked into and ahead of each other. I only made minor modifications to Brother Youngji's work. I want to show a reflection of any possibility in its unvarnished image, without a blur. Oh, is this the IDs? Is this the in-lore reasoning behind the IDs? The stars I saw while lying on the ground here seem so far away, yet it was possible to see them up close. Is this why I haven't been able to see you lately? To discover this, I thought you caved to your yearning for rice and went back to S-Corp's district. I'll say though, this isn't half bad. Dongrong, why are you laughing like that? Oh, and that's what Dongrong repurposed the mirrors for, was to show all alternate realities of suffering, to keep the eyeball singularity crying? I think so. Fluffy says, I think it said that Mifi uses mirror tech developed by Yi-sang. Oh, really? I don't remember them saying that. They are drawn from the glimpses within the mirror. That's what we're pulling them from. That's the extractions we're extracting from the mirror. It's just funny that you're talking so ferociously when your eyes are full of curious twinkles. Yi-sang, will you tell him to shut it? Why don't you hide your facial recognition? Wait, this is all I'm speaking. Why don't you first hide your facial recreation of a child who's tried ice cream for the first time? Gubo, why don't you say something? You've been part of the league for fairly long now, so stop standing around like a guest. What more do I have to add? Everyone already seems to be of one mind. What did she just say? That is a strange cadence of speech. If you're trying to be an odd one out, at least have some audacity. Some cold fish you are. I see. So this is how you view the world. Oh, that's why you get the Yi-sang shard currency things from pulling from the extractions. I thought that was just based on an event. But it's always Yi-sang because Yi-sang's the one that made the mirror. Oh my god, it all makes sense now. Devin, I think the Discord became nationalist. How do you feel about this? What nation are they representing? That's what we need to figure out first. If they're representing the Blockchain Empire, it's okay. Everything else, well, there's no, you know, they say America is a melting pot, all right, of different cultures and people. And that, you know, all cultures are not meant to be one homogenous mixture, but yet a heterogeneous mixture of many different cultures. That does not work in the Dongbaek Empire. You must renounce all previous citizenship, loyalty to any other nations, your cultural history past, also your family. You must kiss them goodbye if you want to be a real member of the Dongbaek Empire. And if you join the Discord, you may not have read the fine print that was included in your membership registration. So it may already have happened. You may not even be aware that it already happened. But just know that if you are caught violating Bloxian rules, there will be consequences. We tend to base our punishments off of the North Korean system of discipline. We think they may have been too light on their disciplinary actions in the past, and so we've decided that we're going to up the ante a little bit. What I'm saying is the Dongbaek Empire is actually a mirror reflection of North Korea. That's really what I'm getting at here, in case you guys weren't already aware. Oh yeah, back to the game. Don says, you see what Honglu is saying, right? I see, so this is how you view the world. No, not quite. I do notice, is this a wooden puppet mummy man? Y'all seeing this? No, what is he saying? What is he saying? The world I view is it. Did you know? They say every invention carries hints of the hopes and dreams of its inventor. Discovering them is one of the spectator's joys. It's a tidbit that's good to know. So, Yi-sung, what do you plan to do with this technology? Do what exactly? Brother Youngji's glass window is already making the rounds. Researchers from other nests have taken an interest, or so I've heard. Really, we rarely saw visitors in the past, but now we might have to start punching tickets so all the people will stand in line. So if you announce your work here, Dongrong, I have absolutely no intention of announcing this. None? At all? All that I ask is to keep this a moment of laughter solely between us. Look, just what is your idea of... Yi-sung, that was the second funniest moment I've seen out of you. The first is, you know, when the yellow calf was being fed milk and it suddenly licked his hair. Sure, I've never seen Dongbaek laugh as loudly as then. That, I think we'd best forget. Human eyes are such glistening and scalding things. Fearing that they would burn me, I tended to watch them from the side. However, not seeing the subject straightly does not mean I think lowly of them. Even without looking, it is possible to seep in. By the way, is that the same as the mirror we use? Similar, to be exact. Limbus Company uses a mirror with special modifications. You invented something incredible, Yi-sung. What Youngji and I did was an invention. We discovered, rather. T-Corp wouldn't have been pleased with the idea of a technology capable of peeping into other worlds without permission. I do believe you know well enough that the problem lies with a lack of permission, not the capability of the technology. Although we had figured that, we thought it would be nice. We thought it would be fine since it was only used as a pastime between us. The decision couldn't have been more glib. That's why the raiding party came in. Fairy gentleman! Hello there, I like your little hat and tie. Your tie may need to be a little bit longer. Okay. A real battle. Fat fairy boy. Tinkerbell, what has become of you? Tinkerbell has grown a beer belly. After using I'll have this on enemies with 5 or more tipsy, and successfully landing the attack becomes staggered. A mysterious smell from within boosts the spirit. A random center gains 5 morale boosts at the start of the wave. Okay. Unclashable cannot be redirected. Prioritizes enemies with morale boost. If it has no tipsy, clash power +5. And how does one get tipsy? Give me a little tipsy. On hit, if target has tipsy, deals 0 damage, usually loses 50 HP. On hit, remove all morale boost or tipsy. Okay, so obviously you need to win that, right? Oh, it's unclashable. That's right. Wait, so it's just gonna deal damage? There's nothing I can do? So wait, I'm not completely sure. Do defense abilities, defense skills, do they count as clashes? Can I try and evade this unclashable attack? Even though it's quite unlikely? Unclashable doesn't mean you can't use defense skill. Okay. Got it. Understood. This guy have SP? He doesn't. Okay. He has predation. It seems to be preparing a powerful move. Okay, and we do want morale boost, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna try and avoid this. Here. We're going to... I guess just clash on these so we get the morale boost. We're dominating here. Favored. Favored. Go for it, squad. Looking good so far. Oh my god, just put the big boy down under. Pequod's a pretty strong young man. Oh, come on. Okay, that was a close one. You really don't take that much damage, though. It just removes all the morale boost, which kind of sucks. Okay, any new skills? On use heals HP, just gives more morale boost. On hit, inflicts bind, inflicts tremor. Okay, not bad. So what's your thing, buddy? What makes you... What's your main gimmick here? What am I playing around? I don't really know. Big. And they don't have that many coins on their abilities. We've almost broken their arm already. I don't know what that powerful attack thing is though that they were talking about. Hello, Milky Way. On Uptide 4, Pequod Yisong skill 2 is way better because it can reuse its coin flow up to 3 times instead of 1. Oh my god, that sounds really good. Fairy Wine converts opponent's morale boost into tipsy. Okay. I get you. So we want to keep it up for right now. Oh, but tipsy, if I remember correctly, makes you do worse, right? You don't necessarily want to be tipsy. Yeah, you lose clash power. So we want the wine. Okay. We want the wine to convert somebody. We need to get 5 tipsy is the whole plan here, the whole thing. Or we can just like kill this thing and then just brute force him by I don't know what that powerful attack thing they were talking about. I don't know if that's still coming out because they already lost the sass effect. But I feel like you're kind of meant to. I don't know if you have to play around it. I feel like we could just bum rush him. Maybe not because he has all that healing. It'd probably just be easier to get 5 tipsy. So let's direct this. Let's see, the wine will only do that if you hit it. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Like this won't, even though it's a one-sided attack, this won't do the on-use effect. This won't do the on-use thing. Yeah, we can test for science. I am a man of science. What can I say? Okay, see how much morale boost we can get here. Yeah, there's gotta be something about the tipsy, because it's just... There's no reason that we couldn't just build up a ton of morale boost and just kill this guy. There must be something preventing us from just completely bum rushing him and brute forcing the fight. I'm sure of it. They wouldn't allow us to just do that. Unused gains bind. 5 plus 8. Okay, that's pretty rough. But yeah, he only has 2 passives. Is anybody already at 5? Is that what this is? I don't know what the hell this is. What is this? Is that the morale boost being at 4? Is that why he's so powered up? He's so amped? I guess. Okay, and the fairy wine's not doing anything right now. So we are dominating. Favored. We're dominating here. We will have you evade to pull so we can get some one-sided attacks going up in here. The fairy gentleman is the second hottest abnormality. Have we met the first? Or is the first yet to come? You wouldn't be talking about wooden mummy puppet man, would you? I mean, he's a good looking fella, but I don't know if he's that good looking. Okay, I think we are at 5. No, still no 5 morale boost on anybody yet. We broke their arm. We are destroying this guy. We're dominating there. These are 6 to 10s. Oh wait, are these all the... Oh no, that must have been a 1. Oh, that was... I remember the powerful attack. The powerful attack was the one that was unclashable, couldn't be redirected, anything like that. Devin, how do you feel about the VOC? The vaginal orangutan cock? I've yet to really form an opinion on it. Still working that out in my brain. But I might just need a little bit to think upon it. Alright, I might just need a little bit to think upon it. Where are these even going? We need to like redirect all of our attacks onto this boy. Oh wait, you don't need full tipsy if you just have... Wait, I didn't realize that. If you just have tipsy at all, these attacks... Oh, that's big. Okay, wait, I can do this. If you have tipsy at all, you get the good stuff. Okay, wait, I have a plan. One of these is going at our boy Gregory. Gregory pulls this over here. He's also taking a hit over here that he'll be able to block that. And the on hit, because he has Tipsy, will go through. And then these other two, we just clash with like normal. Actually, I'll use our blocks, but I don't know if that actually works. I could use our ego, but I think we need to save up all of our ego that we can. Hey, try that. Oh my god, and Claire! My man! I don't think I've seen that ambush before. Yep. There it goes. That's one. Mount on another. Wait, did we even get the... Oh, I don't think we got the Tipsy. What even just happened there? That was very strange. I think we're just gonna kill him without even doing the mechanic. Screw the mechanic. We don't actually do gimmicks here. Do you know who I am? Do you have any idea who I am? I'm the guy that doesn't do mechanics. Kill him. Brute force him. Bam, Claire, go get the Kroomer right now. Devin needs to be gripped again. Yash, ban that guy. No, I'm joking, Brian. I would never. When do we get to the point where we can throw out mods, ban that guy? I think it's at the point where you can't read Shatter's names anymore. Which I don't know if I even ever want to get to that point. Wouldn't it kind of suck if you get to the point where you can't even read the Shatter's names, so you don't even know who you're talking to? Like, I think when chat becomes dude, I love the little eggs. I wish I had like an egg encyclopedia. Because little egg guys, they're so funny. They're so cute. They look like if I was playing a mobile game, like a, you know, Dragon City style abnormality monster hunter game. Not Monster Hunter. What's the one that had the Vanoss promotion? Is that Monster City? Like, make Monster City, but give me the abnormalities. That's what I want. And they start off as little eggs and they hatch into the abnormalities. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, I don't. If you get to a certain point, like, why would you? If you get to a certain point, you can't even read chat anymore. You don't even, like, you have so many people you don't even get to know them all. I feel like that would kind of suck. I'm very happy with the size of our chat as it is now. Threatening a non-staggered enemy by using a gluttony affinity skill or inflicting tremor potency or using skill effects. Randomly inflict a total of 4 tremor potency between all enemies. Well, that's really only good for... Huh? Oh. I didn't even realize this was completely optional. I had no idea. I did not realize that we were, I thought this was gonna lead down to the next level. No, you go around the other way. This thing keeps looping around. I had no idea. Will you look at that? That, what was I saying? Oh, the ego gift is good for Don, but really nobody else that I can think of. But it is definitely good for Don. Unknown boy. Who are you, Mr. Unknown Boy? This background kind of looks like when Dante looks out in the stars. It's quiet. Nothing like the outskirts. You're right. Was the world beyond the outskirts one filled with such beauty and tranquil beings? Yeah, I guess that must be the reason everyone tried to keep quiet about it. Right, do you by any chance know a story about the things beyond the outskirts? It said there's a thing that lives here, granting wishes to those who are earnest. Want to hear it? Sure, I always look forward to your stories. Can it wait just a moment? I saw something nice over there. We looked up at our sky. All we see is a pinch of muddled light. But here, I can see lone stars looking down at us. Since the city I can see from here is filled with cries of pain and despair, I'd rather gaze down at people from the loneliness up in the sky and shed tears with them. Sorry, I was a bit late. There are flowers I've never seen before. Maybe we could smell them as I tell my story? They are on the moon? How did you get on the moon? It looks like they're on the moon, but I think they're just in the outskirts. I see, if you finally fulfilled your wish. Starting today, even if the handful of stars doesn't rise in a corner of the night sky, those stars will light the dark of the lands below instead. So it'll be okay. What was that just now? It felt like a story from long ago. As the Golden Bough generated the fathoms of ego in a frenzy, foreign matters were mixed into them. K-Corp's singularity, tears of the so-called tearful thing. Can sure see that. It's bringing back dead people to fight us. Yes, they seem to be relevant to the experiences of melting down. Did the mind of that tearful thing melt into the resonance as well then? That means the tearful thing is no different from people. Dante, in this world, there are many who seek after stars. Wait, are they saying that story is the origin of the singularity? How do singularities come to be? Because yeah, until now, I kind of thought they were just like proprietary technologies developed by Wings that were like super, you know, like just super valuable. Are they all based on some kind of like abnormational being that's not really an abnormality but is kind of more? I wonder. Like, I wonder what if this is the singularity, if the eyeball nutsack crying man is the singularity behind K-Corp's ampules. What's the singularity behind like the warp trains? Like, what's it actually look like? It makes a man wonder. The area twisted and a cabinet appeared from it. You see some items in its drawers. Take a closer look. A sinner with keen eyes might be able to get something good. Pride. Do we have a prideful person? Why does Yisung have a skill for like every single challenge we faced so far? 7 to 15. Oh! He literally just has a modifier. Yisung just has a permanent +4 modifier for like all the checks in here. So it's guaranteed. It was not guaranteed. I thought it was guaranteed. It was not guaranteed. That first flip, he only had 3. This added 4. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it adds the +4 after he does all the flips. I think it was guaranteed because he has the base 3 plus the 4. Isan looked at the cabinet. The center discovered a hidden drawer. The drawer contained a number of useful items. Soon afterward, the area began to blur and the cabinet disappeared. Many objects appear in the hidden compartment. They might be useful for the coming encounters. What should we take? Oh, okay, we get to pick. Pick the drawer on the second row, 5th column. Gain an ego gift. 5th row, 8th column. 6th row, 1st column. 6th row, 1st column. 5th row, 8th column. 2nd row, 5th column. Go with the first one. It's a mysterious green mask. When you look at it, it kind of resembles a mask. Like from the movie? With, what's his name? Who plays in The Mask? You know what I'm talking about. So the area began to blur and the cabinet disappeared. This does not resemble a mask at all. Cold illusion, gluttony skills deal plus 10% damage. I don't think we have that many gluttony skills. If, like, really any at all. But I'll take it. Who's the guy that plays in The Mask? He's a Canadian man. He's a Canadian man, and he has that clip where he's on the talk show and he's telling everybody that the Illuminati's real. You know what I'm talking about. The space has changed. Where was this place? What are you talking about, Ainung? This is the road we would traverse all the time. Oh, right. This was the place of my day's profession, or the avenue nearby. You researched by night and during the day? I was an architect. Oh, an architect, huh? That's a neat occupation you had, Isang. Neat, you say. Originally, children used to run in these streets. Although there weren't many, they came into my view on occasion. Even a single abandoned ball could keep a smile on their faces. Why are there so many of the wings that are so bad? Where was Cheesehead from? Where's Mr. Cheese in Hong-Lu from? If I ever get Jim Carrey! Thank you, Halcyon. That's the man. Wherever the hell they were born, if I ever get reincarnated, if I ever get isekai'd into Limbus world, into Project Moonverse, put me in wherever they were born. Put me in the nest. Put me in the nest that Cheese and Hong-Lu were born in. Wing nest. What's the difference? I think there is a difference. Maybe we find out. Maybe we find out later. I am vastly fond of youths as well. Are they not the most innocent beings? But they're nowhere to be seen now. Where could they have gone? Once children are old enough to learn language, they are taken to factories. Among them are those I made. Those factories whose architecture I designed with my hands. Yisung. They were optimized for efficiently monitoring people, made pressing laborers more convenient than ever. Perhaps the reason my income has been rather high is that the owners of those buildings run a profitable business. Well, even so, it's not like you spent that money to show off. You gave it all for the League. Do you remember the first thing I invented after getting a job at T-Corp? The identification tags, right? Yeah, I made them to help lost kids. It's absurd, I know. Maybe I expected to help more children unite with their parents. Your Discord told me not to ask you about how you feel about Hispanic people. I love Hispanic people. Bam is our lead Hispanic. He stands for all Hispanics in the Bloxian Empire, and we love him, and therefore, by extension, we love all Hispanic people equally. People will point to the Bina incident of 1982 and say that it left an irrevocable, tainted mark upon the Devon Block's reputation. All I have to say is take a look at Bina and take a look at Bam Claire. Is there any similarities? I think that Bina lied on her resume to try and be hired on as a DEI hire at Lobotomy Corporation. She falsely put down that she was Hispanic. Bina is not Hispanic. She lied. She lied for her employment. This was obviously before they overturned affirmative action. she's a little old. That is in lore. That's canon. That's how she was in here. That's how she made it in. And now we don't hold that against her. All right. The job market is questionable at best right now. It's a little difficult to get a job. So we don't hold it against Bina. Okay? So basically what it boils down to is that we did not... The racial slur that we hurled at Bina actually was not applicable to her race, ethnicity at all. And therefore, holds no ground in a court of law. I rest my case. Heck, I made those things and even I'm not free from the obligation to wear one while working. Those were the kinds of achievements we accomplished in T-Corp's district, which is why I became more engrossed in the mirror, untainted, unadulterated. I wish to immerse myself in the pure exploration of knowledge, so that I wouldn't have to take anything from anyone. You knew you'd face those predicaments since the moment you made your way to T-Corp's territory, avoiding exploitation and abuse. Haven't you, Yi-sung? That you'd have to exploit others if you don't want to be. So don't feel guilty about it. What if Yi-sung and Song-yi swapped places? What if the Yi-sung that's in our world isn't actually the real Yi-sung? Is that where this is leading? It doesn't really seem like it. But that would be a pretty cool twist they might throw on here. I'm just spitballing here. Back to the Bina. He tortured her and stole her memories before putting her in a tin can. She did not apply for that. It was actually all in the fine print. Ayn clearly had it stated at the very bottom of the page. He used 0.01 Times New Roman font. And it is on Bina for not taking out her reading glasses and examining the fine print. What are you gonna do? Are we... Did we make it yet? Okay, no, we got one more abnormality fight. Alright, y'all. We're gonna do this fight right here. And then we're going to save floors 2 and 3 for tomorrow's stream. Because we're coming up on about 3 hours of this stream. So what is our final boss of floor 1? Give it to me. We've never pulled out. Oh, not him again! You're telling me I take this man down 3 times in the mirror dungeon and he's back again? How many times do we need to teach you this lesson, old man? What do we need to do to get it across to you? You are not welcome here. Get over it. Get out of my sight. Get out of my sight. You will not get your revenge, no matter how many times you seek it. You will not be victorious. I should probably actually pay attention to this guy's passive, though, and like how he fights. Because this is not the same man that we met in the mirror dungeon. He might have actually undergone some training here. He does appear to be a tad bit stronger than the previous iteration of him that we faced. Although we are still putting some... We already staggered his arm. Actually, I can't even see his passive right now. He's building up his entangled curse talismans, though. But we're gonna get this boy. Dominate. Direct all their attacks at the arm. Break the arm. Yeah, I mean, I might have been wrong. It looks like he really has. He's put some time in the gym. He's been training his skills. It just doesn't really seem like it's been paying off. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. We're about to destroy his arm. Things are not looking the best. But people have said, yeah, like Fluffy just said, people have mentioned, I believe this boy pops up again in Canto 8. So obviously, you know, he's not going to be in his final form just yet. The cursed wooden puppet mummy man has stopped moving. What could be going on? I don't know. I have no idea. On use, remove all cursed entangled talismans from target. Gain the same amount of reattached cursed talismans. Oh. Yeah, you can take them. Be my guest. Go right ahead. It's only on use though, so we need to intentionally target them, because we probably should get rid of these talismans. Oh wait, no, they deal extra damage. This is at 9 or higher count, they gain attack power down. So they're actually helping, they're helping us right now. Oh. Well, go ahead. That's fine. That is fine with me, my friend. I guess direct all their attacks at the arm. I thought that once a part was broken, you can't attack it anymore. That's not a thing? I made that up? I must have made that up. I don't know where I came to that conclusion. But we can definitely still attack his arm, even though it's not there anymore. He hasn't popped up in Canto 8 yet. The new season battle pass just has his ego. Okay. So, but he probably, then he probably will be popping up then. Oh, that's my boy, Gregory. Yes. Oh, it's only if it has a severable description. Okay. So if you break a part, you can keep attacking that part continually even after it's broken. It can't be used anymore. If it's severed, that part, like, is gone. Event? The wooden doll stopped in place as if nothing was happening. Its head was tilted slightly downward like it was examining its talismans. Perhaps it could have been looking at the sinner's talismans. As if possessed, the sinners began to walk towards the wooden doll. It was like they forgot they were fighting just moments ago. They started removing the talismans entangled on their bodies. Just what could be going on? Oh, when you can only use one of the guys, one of the people that are actually currently in combat. Who has higher odds here? We would need to flip. Yeah, no. I think we just go for our boy. Yeah. I don't know if this calculation is right or not. It seems like he has a very, very high chance of succeeding. You got this, Sinclair. That's my boy. Sinclair gathered the detached talismans and stood before the wooden doll. It seemed to be gazing silently, or maybe it was just a sinner's conscience making it seem that way. The eagerness was to return the talismans to where they were. Sinclair extended their arm to hand over the stack of talismans. As if drawn by a magnet, the talismans flew towards the doll. So that no one will cry. After muttering the phrase, Sinclair came back to their position. So that no one will cry gains 5 reattached curse talismans, and Sinclair gains 2 haste. Wonderful. Exactly what I wanted. Turn in, remove all reattached cursed talismans. What's the point? Why did we even do this? What is that about? Okay. Whatever. You're the boss. We're still saving up all of our ego, by the way. Yeah, we got... This guy does not stand a chance. And that gaze is making all of our blunt and our slash... Blunt and slash? No, blunt and pierce attacks better. Have we even lost a single clash yet? I don't think so. His body still got a lot of work. We gotta work the body a bit more, but I think we're gonna kill him before the body even sees any breakage. That's good to know about the severable thing, though. Thank you, Swept Circle, from earlier. So is Severable and Severable and Broken, those are not based on damage types? Like, for some reason, I just assumed that Severable meant that you could break apart, but just had to be slashing damage, and Broken just meant that it had to be, like, blunt damage. But it is not related to those at all. Severable just means that it actually, like, fully comes off. Broken just means that you break that, John. You break that thing up. Hey, can we kill this guy before our talismans get too out of hand? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, he's still not improved enough. He might need like 4 more cantos of training before he's ready to take us on, and that's understandable. We've got a pretty good team. Whenever an ally deals 12 or more HP damage to an enemy with a skill, inflict 2 rupture potency on target. When using a slash skill, inflict 4 rupture potency instead. Kind of poo. Hopefully we can sell that somewhere, something like that, because we do not have almost any rupture. And Piece of a Torn Spring. Take minus 10% pride affinity damage. I would feel a desire to scatter into the winds in lush blue, sensing the sway of seeds plunging into my sprawling mind. Why, thank you. Okay, y'all, I think we're gonna save this second floor of the dungeon for, well, the second and the third floor for tomorrow. We've never done this before. We've never left in the middle of a dungeon, but I don't think there's any penalties if we just return to menu. If we return to window and we're good, right? But yeah, we'll have to save this for next time because we're running out of time tonight. But somebody verify for me, are we good to return to window? Because even though we're saving up all of our lunacy for our end of, what's it called? For Walpurgis, okay, we want some big Walpurgis pools, which will be hopefully sometime soon. I don't know when people said that would be. But yeah, save your progress, return to main menu. Yes. I am willing to use a couple of tickets just for some little silly pulls. Okay? We might as well. We might as well do like a little silly pull with a silly little ticket or something, right? Because it'd be a little lame for no pulls. Over a month to Walpurgis? Why are we saving? Devin, what starts with the G and ends with the E? Greggy? I don't know. What does begin with a G and ends with an E? Gambo. Yash says, oh yeah, I've saved for half a year for Walpurgis. What if we don't even get anything from it? What if we get terrible pulls? Don is right, though. Don has never spoken incorrectly. We need to do some pulls. All right, and then by do some pulls, I mean we're gonna use 1 ticket at the end of each of these streams to do a pull. Because we're broke. But see, look, this is the Yisung ideality stuff. It's not because it's like actually like related to Yisung. It's because he made the goods. Wait, Yisung is so sick. I said this at the beginning of the Canto, but it seems like every Canto, it's like you're almost meant to make that character that's focused on your new favorite character. But like this, I don't know if they can top this. I mean, the Sinclair arc was so cool though. But the freaking Mr. Ideal himself is kind of the GOAT, looking back on it. But okay. You get one pull worth of Hey Shao Pak, Sea Branch, Rodion, and Gregor. Alright. Let's see what we get. Here it is! The pull of a lifetime! Let's do it! Yes! Okay. I'll take my 3 Sinclair shards. I'll take my 3 Sinclair shards and be on my way. Alright, y'all. Oops, I keep hitting my mic, y'all. Hopefully the mic was not messed up real bad this stream. I know we had some issues people pointed out in the chat box. Hopefully I can get that fixed for you. Alright, I don't want that I don't want that to be a recurring issue right here, all right? We cannot, nope, cannot let that be a recurring issue. I'm gonna have that fixed. Don't you worry, don't you worry. I've got it in the works right now, okay? As we speak. Thank you guys so much for coming out this late, enjoying the stream. I don't know how we did on numbers today. Like I said, I don't really care much about numbers on our streams. It's more about just quality people hanging out, having quality time, right? So, I mean, we'll see. I did notice, you know, we did miss out probably on some of our European, international viewers that watch the stream. That is very sad. I hope that's not going to be a recurring thing in the future. I hope I can make this schedule work for everybody involved, but we might just have to bite the bullet and move to late night streams, you know? Which obviously isn't good for the people that aren't in America, but sadly I'm an American. Well, no, I'm not, you know, I'm a patriot, all right? I love my country. I love the good US of A, except for the fact that it makes it hard to allow international viewers to watch the streams. But they have the VODs, right? They have the VODs. So, Levi says I'm Bohemian. Does that count as European? I don't really know. You know, that's ask your mom. But we'll see how things end up. I'll let you guys know. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know that I did, because I love the dungeons, and we got a big boss fight. Only had to go through a couple little things of dialogue and trash fights where we got to another big dungeon, more boss fights. It was big. I love it. All right, loving this part of the Canto. We're about to finish up Canto IV. See what Canto V entails. We are breezing through Limbus company. Call me the damn CEO of this company. Yeah, thank you so much for those of you here on YouTube and on Twitch. Keep an eye out for tomorrow. If stream time needs to change, it might be around this time if it is going to be changed. It's currently set for 4:30 CST tomorrow. That's an hour and a half past normal starting stream time from our previous streams. But obviously, if you're not in the Discord, join that, or keep an eye on your YouTube community page to know when these streams will be coming out. Or just check the channel. I've got all scheduled ahead of time now, right? Alright, y'all. Well, as always, before we end, let me give a big special thanks to all of our members here on the tubes, who not only donate their monetary patronage to me, which makes me having money, which makes me able to do more streams more easily, but also 10% of all of their money is going towards a good cause, Wounded Warriors Project donation charity that we are all working towards, and you know, we're making the world a better place. You know, you should be proud of that. So, thank you to all 23 of our members: Baked Potato, Comet, Tyan Fam, Air, Gareth, 136, Chrissy, Molten Knight, Gregor, Caballero, Otis, Devourer, Sibaha, Tony Too Tall, Wealthy Kenny, Tony the Horse, Jackie, Yash, Alexandria, Owen, Bug, Miles, and Alphonse. I hope all of you have a great rest of your morning, evening, night, afternoon, day, wherever you are. Although probably most of you are going to bed. And I will see you guys tomorrow at whatever time. Keep an eye out for more Limbo Company.